Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching. Welcome to your March readings. I want to say thank you so much for subscribing, for your feedback, for your comments. Thank you for all the bookings. I have been busy giving all of you readings, so thank you so much for that. I am using a different camera right now, my computer camera, because my GoPro broke, so it's going to go back for repairs. And of course, as always, I just wanted to say how grateful I am to have you watch and subscribe, like and share. Thank you so much. The cards that I've chosen are the same cards that I've always used, but my spread is a little bit different. It's still 5-card spread. However, it's been on my mind for quite some time to do something a little bit different. So it's still going to be a general reading, but the way I'm doing it is slightly different. It shouldn't make much of a difference to you, if any, and hopefully, as always, it'll be as accurate as it possibly can be. And of course, it's a general reading, so it may not apply to everybody, in which case you are more than welcome to book a reading with me, and the information you can find is below on my address, with my address on my website. Okay, so let's get started with your readings. I will see you soon. Hello Virgos, thank you so much for coming back. Let's see what the cards have to say. Now I'm trying something a little bit different this month. I am asking my guide spirit to give me any information before I flip the cards over, and what I got for you was patience. And I kind of went, no, I already got patience for somebody else. And I heard, doesn't matter. You need to say the word patience. So I said, okay, because I oblige. They know better than I do. So for whatever reason, you are asked to be patient with the process and with yourself. I'm hearing that you are awaiting a conclusion of something that you've been working on for quite some time, and that you've been working on very hard. I'm seeing flowers, and I'm asking why the flowers. He says it represents spring. So perhaps whatever this thing is, the situation is that you're awaiting, it is going to come into full awareness or into fruition in the spring. And spring is just around the corner, and I'm just checking for the year, because sometimes when I give a month or a season and I don't get the year, I automatically assume it's this year, but that's not necessarily the case, as I have learned a few times. So he is showing to me 2016, and he is actually laughing. So also I see you being very serious, like you're so seriously are, you're awaiting, and my guide is saying, just relax. Just relax, because everything is going to be okay. So that's the message I got from Spirit. Now let's see how the cards corroborate this message, because they have all the other readings. So let's take a look. The card representing your situation right now, this is perfect, because it corroborates right away the message that I just said. So the card representing your situation is fulfillment of wishes. Don't get too excited, because it's in reverse. And basically in reverse, it is saying that your wishes are haven't come true yet. And you are in the awaiting stage. You're waiting, waiting, waiting. And 9 is number for me. 9 is number of, actually, it's number of endings, cycles. But my guide said the words new beginnings. So I want to concentrate on new beginnings for you, not endings. That's interesting. So this is also something that you have vested in emotionally, and I also hear for quite some time. For some of you, I'm going to go as far as saying few years. You've been working on something for a few years. Now, I hear the word marriage. So for some of you, perhaps you've been working on a marriage and you're awaiting to see how it's going to be, or you've been wanting to get married. For some of you, this could be a work situation, a promotion, where you've worked your butt off and you are waiting to, I hear the word recognition, to be recognized. and be rewarded financially for your hard work. I'm also hearing the word school. Perhaps some of you are waiting for the final decision or for the final decision. Okay, something about decision. Maybe it's waiting for you to be accepted to a certain school, because I actually see a diploma, but that's ahead of you. For some of you, maybe you are awaiting some kind of a decision to do with school. Maybe you've not been a great student and there's somebody deciding what to do with you, and it got you riled up, obviously, and you're awaiting a decision very anxiously, and that's why my guide is saying, just relax, okay? So that's what's happening right now. Now, in a position of past influences, or what is influencing this, we have the card called Positive Movement Forward. So this is a card that represents your physical aspect of who you are. So these are not emotions, these are not thoughts, these are things we have. Money, possessions, relationships, health, things of that nature. And 8 is a very stable number. But okay, he's asking me to look at the picture, to pay attention to what this lady is doing. And this lady is on a boat. You notice the waters are actually quite calm. And she is moving forward what it looks like to be, I'm just going to make sure, no glare, what it looks like to be effortlessly. She's moving towards a path that is clear, that is unobstructed, and that is, I get the word illuminating, but she is taking this journey by herself. So all this basically says to me is that you've been working on something for quite a long time, and you've invested yourself emotionally, which is why you're now looking to get the recognition, the money, the fruit of your labor. That's what this card says to me, basically. Okay, so that's very interesting. Now, the future card, what's represented is, oh my God, beautiful. You have the card called Hope. Now, I probably don't need to decipher this for you. I mean, Hope is an amazing card. This is a major arcana card. So basically what this is saying, and I'm adding a 1 and a 7. He's asking me to add the numbers. That's 8. 8 is, to me, it's a very stable number. He's also asking me to tell you that the number 8 also coincides with monetary possessions, as in being affluent and abundant in all things, including health. So the future card is not only promising, it is amazing. And he's saying to me, and I hear the word spring again, so whatever you're waiting for, I feel you're going to get this. You're going to get the answer, or you're going to see it in or around springtime. And spring starts on March 21st. We're on March 1st right now, recording it on March 1st. So in 3 weeks or so, or until June 21st, this is where your recognition is going to apparently come in. So this is a very happy reading. I'm very happy because the last one I had was actually not happy. So I'm glad that's the case for you. Okay, now the card that represents the reason behind all of this, we have the card called Authority. Okay, I want to say stand your ground rather than authority, but the card was shown to me in reverse. So basically what this is saying to me is, I'm actually going to look at this card upright because he's asked, and he hasn't done it before, but he's saying to me, you have to make some hard decisions. You have to make some hard decisions, and I'm just looking at this picture here. And when I look at this card, although this man is very powerful, he's in control, he is very dominant, not necessarily domineering, but very dominant, and he's just there. When I look at this card, I also see that he is alone, and behind his face, behind his bravery, and behind his power, I do see a lot of vulnerability. So what this is saying to me is that the reason behind why you decided to take your steps towards something positive, why you invested in something emotionally so much, is because, that's interesting, something about you needing to take a stance on, and this isn't taking a stance of, I'm not going to deal with you, and then you decide to walk away. This is more about, I am taking control of my life, and this is what I'm going to do, because when I do this, I get this, and that looks really good to me. So that's basically what this card represents to me. It's also number 4. And in this instance, number 4 is a beginning of your new foundation. This is also number 8, which is foundation number to me. So that's really good. I just keep looking at this card. And 1 and 7 is also 8. So you've got 4s and you've got 8s, which is a lot of stability. Now, the card that represents your potential, the potential within the situation, we have the card Solitude. This is another major arcana. This is a card number 9. And this card signifies to me that even though we have the card Future, I'm going to call this card the outcome of all of this. I don't know why I want to call this outcome, but he's asking me to call it outcome. And basically, because of the journey that you have undertaken, and because of the emotional component that is part of this journey, there's something that is very heavily, very emotionally heavy. Not that it's a heavy emotional component, but it's heavy on emotions. There's a lot of emotions invested in it. That's what I'm going to say. Because of all of this, I feel that you are going to learn a lot, not only about yourself, but also the people around you. And he's asking me to show you this card again. And this lady is sitting. First of all, she's wearing a blue dress. Blue, to me, represents emotions. Yeah, it represents emotions. So emotionally, you're going to grow from this experience, and I hear the word exponentially, and I haven't used that word in a reading before. This lady is also by herself, but if you notice this column behind her, that to me signifies there is support and stability. She's also looking at a book, and with the book, I get the word wisdom. So with this card, basically what it says is that the outcome of all this, aside from the fact that you will gain monetary recognition, and that you will get recognition in a physical aspect of things, you are going to grow emotionally and exponentially. And I also hear the word humble. So whatever you're going through right now, and whatever is about to come to you, it is going to give you, I want to say, a dose of humbleness. I'm also sensing someone who perhaps had a tendency to be, hey, look at me, or had a big ego, and you had to be taken down a couple of notches. And because of that, you had to work really hard to get back into something. But because of that, you gain wisdom and you grow emotionally so much. So this is a fantastic reading. It is a deep reading. There's a lot of depth to it, but I feel it's very good. And I also feel this is a very, not an educational experience. Yes and no. Educational also almost doesn't describe the depth of it. There's a lot of potential for you to gain wisdom from all of this. And there is nothing wrong with wisdom. Okay, I hope this makes sense to you. Of course, this is a general reading, so it may not make sense to all of you. If it doesn't, look at the other signs, your moon sign or your rising sun or your rising sign. And if you would like a private reading, feel free to contact me at the information below, and I would love to give you a reading. Other than that, I hope you liked it. I wish you best of luck. Happy March. I will see you in April. And let me know with your comments if it makes sense. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye. And thanks you so much for watching, of course. Bye.